Hey everyone, Cash here, back with another video from Madden 16. Today we continue our Raiders franchise. We currently sit 8-3 in the season, but we have lost 2 games in a row and another tough one today as we take on the 6-5 Broncos. But before we get into this episode, I want to let everybody know, if you saw the announcement video last week, the announcement of the new player career in Madden, I have a link down below to my Twitter that has a poll for the final decision on what position we are going to be playing as and letting you guys pick the position that I use for the player career. So hit the link down below and make a final pick of what position you'd like to see me play in the Madden player career. So now back to the Raiders franchise here. As I said, we have the Broncos coming up, and it's going to be a tough one because we're missing our starting quarterback. Derek Carr got hurt last week, out 7 weeks, which means he's pretty much out the rest of the season. We'll take a look at that in a second. See, we're currently tied with the Chiefs at 8-3, but look at the schedule of Broncos, Chiefs, Titans, Jets, and Texans. That is 5 games, and he's out 7 weeks, so even if he is going to come back, that's going to be later on in the playoffs. So Robert Griffin III is going to be our man. Tim Tebow, the current backup. I looked at the free agents, not really anybody available that looks too great, so we're just going to roll with these two for now. And if we have to make a move later, we can do that. But getting into this one, Kellen Moore, quarterback for the Broncos, 3,400 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. A very good season for him so far. As it's 1st and 10 here, Broncos pistol formation, the handoff to C.J. Henderson. He'll be stopped in the backfield. Khalil Mack in for the 5-yard tackle for loss. So 3rd and 10 now for Moore. Going to look downfield, looking to find a receiver. Is going to find Emmanuel Sanders, but he's going to be tackled immediately. And it's going to be an injury on the play, and it's going to be Ben Blake, the rookie, partial groin tear, so another injury for us. I'm sure he will be out multiple weeks. We'll have to have someone step there. Malcolm Smith is going to be stepping up probably for him in his spot. But Robert Griffin played a little bit in last week's game. 2 touchdown passes starting out here, 3rd and 6. He'll complete this one to Amari Cooper. Cooper misses the first guy, gets a block on the next guy, and he's out to the 44-yard line. Another injury on that play. I think that was a Bronco, though. Now 2nd and 9. We're going to go halfback screen. It's going to be Griffin to Latavius Murray. He stays up and is going to get close to the first down out to the 37, but just a couple yards short. So now 3rd and 3, Griffin, empty backfield, 4 wide receivers. He's going to drop back looking, and he's going to find Percy Harvin down the middle for the first down as he gets down to the 23-yard line. It's now 1st and 10 from that point. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Griffin looking, has some room, going to take off, flag on the play. He'll get away from the first guy and away from a couple more, fumbles the ball out of bounds there, but the penalty is going to be on the Raiders, holding on the offensive line, as that is going to be Gabe Jackson, the culprit. So we are backed up. We're not down inside the 5. We're now back to the 33-yard line, and it's 3rd and 20. Griffin going to throw here, looking, going deep, and this one nearly caught by Amari Cooper, but gets hit in the air and cannot come down with it. And so instead of getting at least a field goal, we are forced to punt, so still a scoreless game. Kellen Moore going back with it, and he is going to throw in this one off the mark as Kellen Moore, his first incompletion, but that one a pretty shaky throw. So now 3rd and 8. Moore dropping back once again, going to throw in this one. Well, that is definitely shaky there from Kellen Moore, as 2 very bad passes in a row, and the Broncos are forced to punt it back to the Raiders. So now 2nd and 6, Griffin going play action, looking, going to find Amari Cooper. He's going to have some room to run, breaks the first tackle, spin move, not going to do anything as he's down at the 46-yard line. Griffin 100 yards passing in this first quarter. As it's now 2nd and 10, play action. Griffin a lot of time here. He's going to let it rip, looking for the end zone, and it's going to be Cooper who comes down with it. What a play from Amari Cooper. Take a look at the replay. It's him and Harris both going up for it, but he gets a hand on it and then just rips it away from Harris for the touchdown. So it is 7-0 early here in this one, as the Broncos going back to work now. 7-0 your score. Kellen Moore, the quick throw to Owen Daniels, a flag on the play as he'll get the first down, but is that going to be on the offense? It's going to be holding, and yes, it is going to be on the offense, so they are going to be backed up now. 3rd and 20. Kellen Moore throwing, going deep, and this one is going to be too far for his intended receiver. That was going to be Demaryius Thomas there on the edge, but instead the Broncos forced to punt once again. And 1st and 10, it's Latavius Murray, and he is fighting, and he is working his way for the first down there as he has 23 yards here in this first half. Now 2nd and 15 from the 46. Griffin shotgun, Murray to his right, and Griffin is going to throw here off to the right, looking, going to throw deep. He had Murray there, but that throw just off the mark. The accuracy on the run there, not quite what we need it to be. So now 3rd and 15 from the 46. Griffin going to throw, going halfback screen, going to find Murray, setting up the blocks here. We get the one, but not the ones we need. So Zerr line out for the 54-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. Just sneaks in that bottom right corner there, and it's going to be a 10-0 Raiders lead. So Broncos back with the ball. 6 minutes to go in the first half. More with it. 2nd and 4. Pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to Anderson. Anderson looking for the hole, but that is going to be stopped quickly, as that's going to be Khalil Mack, I believe, with another tackle for loss. So now 3rd and 6. This Broncos offense getting nothing going in this first half. Finally going to complete this one. Cody Latimer going to pick up the first down. He's out across the 50 to the 41. First time for the Broncos across the 50 today. Now 2nd and 7 from the 38. More shotgun. Going to go with the handoff to C.J. Anderson. Anderson going to get a little bit of room here and is just going to pick up the first down with that one. He's now at 5 yards rushing on 6 carries. Tough running for him in this first half. But now 2nd and 10. Moore going to throw, and he's going to find his tight end, Owen Daniels, but he's going to fumble the ball, and it's going to be recovered by Walter Thurman. I think that was Irvin on the fumble forced. And the recovery, as the one bright spot for the Broncos, ends horribly as they fumble the ball. So now 2nd and 7, 1:20 to go in the first half. That pass to Percy Harvin gets us across the 50. We're now at the 26 here, 2nd and 10, 50 seconds to go. As Griffin looking, he's going to have somebody there, but cannot get away in time. So the sack, DeMarcus Ware earning the sack there. So 3rd and 18, clock ticking. Can we get the first down? Griffin will throw as he's hit. Going to get it to Roberts, but he's immediately taken down. So Broncos call the timeout, and we will get the field goal. So we go into halftime leading 13-0. A pretty dominant first half for the Raiders, but it doesn't really show totally on the scoreboard. 209 yards passing, 40 yards rushing. The Broncos just 80 total yards. And the Raiders also with that one takeaway, the fumble that really was probably most of the Broncos' yards in that one drive. So 1st and 10 now as we get into the second half, and the Raiders looking to extend their lead. Murray with the carry out to the 46. He's got 38 yards. Pretty tough running for both sides here, as he is just averaging 3.8 yards per carry. 2nd and 7 now. Griffin going to find a wide open Rivera just sitting there in that zone as he gets down inside the 30 to the 28. Robert Griffin, a very impressive 229 yards passing here today. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin going to throw, and he's going to find Bryce Butler, who's trying to fight off the tackle, but he's going to be taken down at the 20. But now 1st and 10 from the 13. Griffin shotgun, Murray to his left. 3 wide receivers in the tight end. As Griffin with some time off to the right, looking. He's going to take off. He's got some room. He's going to dive into the end zone for the touchdown. RG3 showing the legs. We're going to go for 2 here. As he's looking, rolling to his right, going to throw, and it's going to be a conversion. Cooper with the catch, and it is now 21-0. This is all Raiders. We're going to jump all the way forward here into the 4th quarter now. Nothing else happens the rest of that 3rd quarter. Broncos with the ball here. Latimer with the catch, as he's been one of the few bright spots today for the Broncos on offense. They're out to the 38-yard line now. 1st and 10 from the 38. Pistol formation. Moore going to throw, and he's going to find Latimer once again as he's working the middle of the field there. Moore now 166 yards passing, as it's now 1st and 10. Yet another pistol formation. This time play action to Anderson. Moore looking, going to face some pressure though, and he's going the wrong direction, and it's going to be a sack. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the game. As it's now 3rd and 24, a mile needed for Moore going deep. He's going to complete the pass, but Sanders, I think, was just short of the first. As 5 minutes to go in this game, the Broncos have to go for it here. 4th and 1 from the 15. The handoff to Anderson. He'll easily pick up the first, and looking for more, but he'll be taken down at the 11. Injury on the play. I think we'll get an update on that in a little bit, but now 1st and 10 from the 11. Pistol again. Broncos going pistol a lot on this drive, and more. It's going to work. Owen Daniels makes up for the fumble earlier with the touchdown reception, and the Broncos finally on the board, 21-7, as it's 2nd and 6 here. Ellis, the rookie with the carry, and he's going to fumble the ball. TJ Ward going to recover it, and the Broncos get the touchdown, get the turnover, and now have an opportunity to make this a 1-score game. Kellen Moore, 2nd and 7, looking, going to throw, and he's going to complete it to Emmanuel Sanders. He'll pick up the first down there, I think, as he's up over 200 yards. No, it was 3rd and inches, but you know what? C.J. Anderson, he'll finish it off here as does get the first down, but not in the end zone. So 1st and goal now. The handoff to Monte Ball, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Broncos down just 7 now as the Raiders get the ball a little bit shell-shocked here. We got to pull it together. 1st and 10. Play action here. Griffin going with the screen, but it's going to be red, and it's going to be Courtney Roby with the interception, and it's a pick 6, and just like that, it is a tie game. The Broncos score 21 points in the matter of a few minutes. Now a minute to go in the game, And we're looking for the winning field goal, the winning points here, as I cannot believe this game is tied. We controlled this thing for 3.5 quarters. The Broncos come storming back. 2nd and 10 here. Griffin gonna run for the first down. Can he get away? No, he's gonna be caught in bounds as we have just one timeout. So we're going no huddle here. 1st and 10, 19 seconds to go. Griffin looking the completed pass there to Rivera. We're gonna have to call the timeout here. So 13 seconds. We can maybe run 1 or 2 plays, but we've got to get out of bounds here. 1st and 10. Griffin looking, can we find someone? We're going deep. We had someone on that under route, but we try to go deep to Cooper. It's incomplete, so we are now forced to kick the field goal. 54 yards, the wind in his face. Perfect kick from Zerline. It's up, and it is no good. Just short on the kick, so we are headed to overtime. We will get the ball first as we win the coin toss. 2nd and 10. Griffin going to go down as this one... Absolutely crazy. This game is tied, but we've got to pull it together here as it's now 3rd and 16. We need a big throw here from Griffin as he'll take it. Looking downfield. Is anyone open? Yes, they are, but Harvin cannot come down with it, and he is going to be hurt on the play as well. So the Broncos with it now. A field goal will win the game. 1st and 10. CJ Anderson, nice spin move. He's going to get out close to the first down, fighting for it, but does end up just a yard short. So 2nd and 1 now from the 49. Pistol formation as the Broncos have gone to so many times in this game. This pass nearly caught by Demaryius Thomas, in and out of his hands as we knock it away. And you see Percy Harvin, lower back strain. We lose yet another player in this game. Now 3rd and 1 defense. We need a stop here. Play action, Moore going deep, facing pressure, and he's going to overthrow his receiver. So the Broncos are going to have to kick it back to us. So 2nd and 5 now. Can we get a field goal to win it? This pass to Amari Cooper. Can he put on the Jets as he's out across the 50 to the 46? 315 yards passing for Robert Griffin in this game. Now 2nd and 10. We're going to hand it off to Latavius Murray. He's got nowhere to go, though. Picks up just a couple on the play. So now 3rd and 7. Huge play here. Can we get the first down? One more first down might put us in field goal range. The pass, and it's going to be nearly intercepted, but dropped, incomplete. So we are going to go for it here actually on 4th down. Why not? As we're right in that range. 4th and 7, and we cannot even get the pass off. We get hit as we throw, and the Broncos take over. So here we go, 3rd and 3 from the 50. Kellen Moore and the Broncos, all they need is a field goal to win it. Moore will throw, and he's going to find Latimer. Nate Allen giving chase. He dives, and he misses, and it's going to be see you later for Cody Latimer. The Broncos with the walk-off touchdown, and they are going to come back and steal this game 27-21. We have lost 3 games in a row. You see the domination. We had 295 yards passing, 117 yards rushing. The 2 takeaways, the 1 plus for the Broncos. But an absolute heartbreaker for the Raiders. Griffin played very well, 21 of 37 for 315. Moore goes for 263. 2 touchdowns for Moore, 1 for Griffin, the 1 interception. Also for RG3 rushing, Latavius Murray 19 for 65. CJ Anderson 17 for 55. Griffin goes for 43 and a touchdown as well. Receiving, Amari Cooper 6 for 35. Cody Latimer 4 for 110 in the TD. What a game for him. Percy Harvin 85 yards before he goes out with the injury. Bradley Roby leads all tacklers. A lot of Broncos there on the tackles. 3 tackles for loss for Eldon Smith. 2 sacks for Khalil Mack. 2 for Von Miller as well. And then the interception by Bradley Roby, that pick 6. What a huge play for him. But you know what? Even though we lose the game, Robert Griffin was very impressive. We're going to give him the Week 12 MVP award here. Sucks we end up losing that one as that mistake by him was a pretty big one, the pick 6, but you know what? He still played pretty darn good in place for the injured Derek Carr. So now looking at the injuries, Ben Blake, 4 weeks is what he is going to be out. So we have Carr out 6, Blake out 4. That's now 2 starters that we have lost as this season continues in this downward trend. We're now 8-4, and our next game is going to be against the new leader of the AFC West, the 9-3 Chiefs. This game, probably our biggest game of the season. If we lose, we're 2 games behind the Chiefs and in a pretty hard spot for the playoffs. But if we can win, we will go back to being tied with the Chiefs, then I believe hold our destiny in the final 3 weeks of the season to win the division and go to the playoffs. So a huge game coming up next time, and you will see that Week 14 matchup in the next video. Don't forget to check the link below to go and vote for what position you'd like me to use in the new Madden player career. And otherwise, that is going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please go and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.